In the new Minecraft update 1.20, Mojang added a lot of cool new things. Just look at the Sakura, it's awesome! Is that a mob for cleaning? Yeah, now someone will have stuff to do. Is that really a camel? He looks really funny. There is also a whole list of upgrades with new blocks and other cool stuff that can now be used to build new structures that will brighten up your survival or make it more atmospheric. Be sure to check out the end for the coolest builds. By the way, what about the camel? It could be tied to your nomadic wagon. Nomadic wagon? Yes, using half a stack of trapdoors and a couple of other blocks and bonus, you can make a house on wheels like this, which will be great for your journey. Except of course that it won't budge. But the camel looks cute. By the way, did you know that camels have very strange taste preferences? They just love cacti. And if you want to pleasure your camel, you just need to build such a cactus biome in your world. Now he will finally be well fed and happy. Speaking of food, this update adds a whole bunch of new bamboo blocks. You can use them to make this beautiful beach bar, perfect for seaside gatherings. Here you can use sea cucumbers and potter's marks. After taking your drinks, you can put similar sun lounges and umbrellas and relax while enjoying your pina colada. Of course, a bar is fine, but what if you want to sit quietly outdoors with your buddies? I have a bamboo structure for you too. Just look at this summer house. The acacia blocks go well with the bamboo. But if bamboo doesn't suit you, you can use the new signs to create the perfect fence for your summer house from regular wood. And not just a fence. Now you can put a trapdoor on a sign and get a beautiful table like this. All you have to do is put a hanging sign next to the right block. This way you can make not only a summer house, but also a corral for the animals. There is also a bamboo version of this summer house. Looks cool. I decided to make a whole tower house out of it. This house is perfect for jungle survivalists. I also used new signs to make this decorative staircase. If you want to see an entire bamboo castle, you know what to do. For all these builds, you only need a ton of bamboo. But I have a solution to this problem for you. Build such a bamboo farm using not only regular bamboo, but also a fence made of it. It looks like dead bamboo. Also, in order to enclose your plantation of the most valuable bamboo, you can make such a cool fence. Of course, using bamboo. You may have noticed that I really love bamboo. I'm sure you love bamboo as much as I do. So, especially for occasions like this, I provided a place where you can marry your favorite bamboo. Using the new cherry blocks, you can make a wedding altar with beautiful arches, different flowers and candles, with lanterns will also add to the atmosphere.
Do you agree to take bamboo as your lawfully wedded husband?
Yes, I agree. Speaking of cherry, with a new update you can build beautiful structures out of it. For example, this resting place. Here you can rest, have a snack and even swing on swings made from new signs and trapdoors. Also there is such a nice cake with a candle. And in principle this whole place is pretty cute and will suit the girls. Every survival doesn't come without a library. No, not that kind of library. It looks better. Using the new colorings for the armor, you can create these. Lying on the table books. For this, you just have to paint the leather helmet in the color you want and add a pattern of quartz. The next step is to dig one block down and add 3 snow there. Then drop the armor stand into this hole. Place the piston on top and the desired block underneath. Then slide the block right into the armor stand. All that's left is to put our helmet on the rug and looks beautiful. We used to use a loom to simulate empty bookshelves, but now we have a whole separate block for that. Now you can choose how many books to keep on the shelves yourself. But that's not all. Redstone lovers can use this as an entrance to the secret room. By the way, look at these beautiful candlesticks I made with a tobacco stick and invisible frames. You can also use all this to create different enchanting places. Look at that. Speaking of practical builds, I couldn't leave you without a special portal. Mojang has added not only bamboo and cherry trees, but also a very interesting building block. Pots. You can use them to make a beautiful portal using terracotta, mangrove planks and cherry leaves. The pots give an interesting shape to the structure, and you can apply different drawings. Obviously, the pots can be used to recreate various prehistoric caves and excavations. For example, you can make wall drawings with the pots, and using invisible frames, you can use the patterns themselves as drawings. Speaking of caves, how about a mine full of treasure? Using wooden stairs and barrels, you can make a chest. And if you put a gold pressure plate on the pot, it will look like the gold is just pouring out of it. Very cool. But how do you make your way through the caves to find such a treasure? Don't worry, I have an interesting idea. A cave full of dynamite! You can put red candles in the pots and it will look like they are filled with TNT. There's even a wick! And the red candles themselves look a lot like dynamite. On your treasure hunt, unexpected dangers may arise. For example, a collapsed bridge over the lava. With the help of hinge signs, you can make a very beautiful collapsed bridge. The bottom of the cave can be decorated with drips for an even greater sense of danger. Well, it's about time we get out of the ground. Why not excavate on the surface? Using all the same pots, you can build an archaeology camp with a tent on the site of an ancient burial ground. And with frames, bones and skulls, you can show the result of their work. As you might have realized, I like the pots a lot too. Not as much as the bamboo, but they are also quite interesting. For example, you can build totems like this, left by the ancient civilization. Wow, it's very beautiful. Or old ruins. For example, with beautiful carvings on the walls. It used to be a majestic building, but now only ruins are left of it. Also appreciate the new flower. It fits here perfectly. Let me introduce you to potted balloons. If you put candles on them, they look like a balloon banner. But if you want a smaller balloon, you can use it as a balloon base surrounded by flags. And to create an interesting tail, you can use the new signs. It looks really cool. Did you really think you were done with bamboo for the day? Well, that's just not the case. With my favorite bamboo, you can build very nice scaffolding. Now, if your friend asks you to rebuild a house, you can put them up and say, "Work in progress, bro."
Nope.
All you have to do to build them is alternate between regular scaffolding and trapdoors and a bamboo fence. Maybe you are an avid farmer and always wanted to show off your harvest to your friends? Then you just need such a potato farm. Just look at that size. These potatoes are huge. To make such a huge potato, all you have to do is plant a jackpot and put a string over it to keep it from growing into a full flower. But what if you like growing flowers more than potatoes? It's a greenhouse. Inside it you can plant the flowers from the new update, Jack and Torch flower, and watch their growth and beauty. Maybe you dreamed of sitting under a sakura pond, like a Japanese samurai, enjoying the falling leaves and writing haiku. Then I present to a sakura pond. In the center you can put a pot with a candle to add atmosphere. Or, for example, this option, a small pond with a fountain and sakura in a pot. In the fountain, you can put a fire like the famous Japanese hot springs. And in the pond itself, you can place candles pink in color over the seagrass so they look like underwater flowers. If you put a sakura pot on a vase, you get a beautiful decorative sprout. Well, for true fans of the Japanese style, I have prepared a huge sakura with crops, which you can place in the center of your settlement. For more effect, you can add pink glass on the leaves and decorate the ground with your favorite flowers. Likewise, sporophores hanging from the tree will add even more feeling of falling leaves. Everyone is faced with killing a dragon, but where do you usually put the egg? Usually it's just lying in the chest with nothing to do, or standing somewhere in the house where no one will look. I have a really cool idea for you. You can build a nest for a dragon egg, surround the dragon egg, sniff eggs and turtles, and you get a whole generation of dragons. True, sooner or later, sniffers will hatch, leaving the dragon egg and turtles alone. Also, surround the structure with hell vines and plants for even greater effect. Every survival is coming to an end. When you decide to retire, build a stand for your favorite armor sets. Within your armor patterns, you'll make memories of your adventures in this world forever.